So I always wondered to myself, what if Knuckles had his own show? Then I watched Paramount's Knuckles series, after which I still wondered, what if Knuckles had his own show? I hate to say it, but even though Knuckles is marketed as a Knuckles show, it really isn't one. Look, I get it. Knuckles is expensive to bring to life. CGI isn't cheap. And while I love the casting of Idris Elba, he doesn't do voiceover for free. However you look at it, screen time for Knuckles is costly. Sadly, I think that encouraged Paramount to limit the number of scenes they put Knuckles in. Enter a one Wade Whipple. Look, I am not here to throw shade at Wade Whipple. I am sure a lot of people are already doing that online. I actually think the character of Wade can work in a Sonic cinematic universe. I would go so far as to say that Wade is perhaps a self-insert character, albeit a very goofy one for the audience. No, the problem isn't Wade, it's the emphasis on Wade as a character. He is the one, not Knuckles, who undergoes an arc and evolves over the course of the show. This is basically a Wade Whipple road trip story to Reno, with some Knuckles villains thrown in. Oh, and those villains. Look, I like Kid Cudi as much as the next guy. Heck, I even saw him in concert once, but the villains are a low point for the series. Knuckles just shouldn't be fighting humans unless they're in mech suits. It just looks weird. I think they should have done a more classic story with Knuckles about the Chaos Emeralds and just pared the show down to like 4 30-minute episodes. Think miniseries, or basically a movie that got stretched into a series. The way Knuckles is now, it just doesn't work. There's too much Wade and not enough of our furry red friend. I'm not saying Wade is the problem. In fact, he could have been the solution. This series could have worked. Imagine if instead of Knuckles, this show was called Wade Whipple, a Team Sonic story or something like that. The plot would stay largely the same. Wade needs to get to Reno, aka Las Vegas for losers, for a bowling tournament, and some villains in the background want to grab Knuckles and company. Knuckles could still teach Wade to be a warrior, but he would only be featured in like 2 episodes. Sonic and Tails would also get 2 episodes apiece, and the whole gang can come together to fight the bad guys at the end. This would cause minor changes, but would make the show much more well received, since everyone would know from the beginning that they were getting a Wade Whipple story, with a bit of Knuckles and company on the side. Anyway, I dig Knuckles, and I hope he gets another solo project, but if not, hey, at least we always have Reno.